A 60-year-old store clerk was beaten to death after trying to stop a robber from stealing 2 cans of beer. The incident occurred at around 9:30 p.m. on Thursday the 24th of August, while Johannes John Tweld was working at the Richmond Market store, located at 3950 Balboa Street in San Francisco, California. The thief had already stolen water from the shop and came back 10 minutes later to steal a couple of cans of beer. Johannes held onto a baseball bat to try and deter the thief near the front door. Surveillance footage caught the suspect assault Johannes and knocked him to the ground, causing him to hit his head on the floor. The thief then grabbed the bat from Johannes and started to beat him over the head with it, leaving him in the coma before fleeing the scene. Johannes was rushed to the San Francisco General Hospital ICU with a brain injury. He underwent 2 surgeries, but never regained consciousness. He passed away at 1:58 p.m. on Tuesday the 29th of August. The unidentified suspect remains at large. Johannes' daughter Maren said that her father was a loyal and trustworthy person. She said that he treated that store like it was his own. It makes no sense why he would try to stop that guy, she said. If that was me, I would have let him steal whatever he wanted to steal, but my dad has such honor. Johannes had recently become a United States citizen and underwent heart surgery in March. Maren said that right after his heart surgery, he didn't wait to go back to work because he wanted to be there. There's something about that community he loved. He loved everyone there, she said. The investigation into the matter continues. A 24-year-old woman is behind bars for driving under the influence with a 2-year-old child in the car. At 3:31 a.m. on Sunday the 27th of August, a deputy spotted a vehicle swerving across lanes in front of him while driving northbound along Interstate 95 in Fredericksburg, Virginia. The deputy followed as the car exited Centerpoint Parkway and pulled the car over as it entered Richmond Highway. The driver of the car, identified as Sylvia Herrera Hernandez, had glassy and bloodshot eyes and a smell of alcohol in her breath. While searching the vehicle, a 2-year-old child was found sitting in the back seat of the car, surrounded by multiple opened and unopened beer cans beneath the child's feet. Child Protective Services was contacted, and the child was turned over to a responsible party. Sylvia admitted to consuming alcohol. She was charged with driving under the influence with a child, failure to maintain control of a vehicle, and felony child endangerment. She's held at the Rappahannock Regional Jail without bond. A 21-year-old pregnant woman was fatally shot by police after allegedly stealing alcohol from a supermarket. The incident occurred at around 6:40 p.m. on Thursday the 24th of August, outside the Kroger at 5991 South Sunbury Road in Columbus, Ohio. Takia Young was expecting a 3rd child when police shot her through the window of a car at the Kroger parking lot, killing her and her unborn daughter. Authorities said that Takia and several others had stolen alcohol from the Kroger store before the fatal shooting. 2 officers were in the parking lot that night helping someone who was having trouble with their car when a store employee approached them and said Takia had stolen multiple bottles of liquor from the store. Employees said there were several other people who had also stolen items, but they had already fled in their vehicles. The 2 officers confronted Takia, who was already in a car that had no license plate and was parked in the handicapped spot in front of the store. One officer stepped onto the driver's side, while the other officer stood in front of the car and instructed her more than a dozen times to turn the car off and exit the car. Takia ignored these demands and accelerated the car directly at the officer who was standing in front of it. In response, he fired a single gunshot through the windscreen. Police then ran after the car for nearly 50 feet before it jumped a curb and crashed into a brick wall and came to a stop on the sidewalk outside the grocery store. When officers reached the car, they discovered it was locked, so they broke through the window to get Takia out of the vehicle and rendered first aid until medics arrived. She was transported to a local hospital, where she was pronounced dead. Nadine Young, Takia's grandmother who raised her granddaughter, said that the shooting was not justified. She stole something from the store. You didn't have to shoot the woman. She would have eventually got out of the car. You didn't have to kill her and the baby, she said. Just days prior to the shooting, Nadine called the authorities saying Takia had violated a protection order by showing up at her home. Takia left before police arrived, but a misdemeanor charge of violating a protection order was filed after Nadine filled out a witness statement. Takia is survived by her 2 sons aged 3 and 6. The incident is being reviewed by the Ohio Attorney General Bureau of Criminal Investigation, and the 2 officers involved are on paid leave.